Hey, I got a spreadsheet for you. This one's looking at the dimensional matrix book that comes out each year. So if you're not familiar with it, it just looks at some historical returns for some different indexes or dimensional funds. So this book has about 60 or so different ones to look at. So I copied over some of the returns and put it in a spreadsheet so you have it all in one place, and it's easy enough to look at the annualized compound rate of return between two different years. So here we have the S&P 500 between 1929 and 1943. So here we have the start at 1929 and 1943, and where they intersect, that's the annual return. So between there, your $1 would end up being $1.10. So not that great, but you space it out over a longer bit of time. Oops, I'll fix that in a second. 2019, and here you can see your $1 is now 9,261 about. So doesn't really show inflation, at least here, but there is a S&P 500 index for inflation. So that $1 would be about $643. So again, there's about 61 different values. So if we look at the booklet again, some other great information, but here's just a little demo of how to read the chart. This one is looking at 2000 to 2008 for the dimensional US large cap value index. So again, this first one you locate on the top is the start year. On the left you select the end year, and where they intersect is the compound rate of return for that time period. Some other information, but here's the main charts, so you can kind of see it's kind of hard to read unless you zoom in quite a bit, and then it's not the easiest to line up. So that's why I created the spreadsheet. So here it has a nice little chart showing you the progress of a $1 investment over those years. So we'll look back at the spreadsheet. CRSP. So from 1926 to that $1 goes to 7,000, almost 500. You look here, zoom in to make it a little bit easier. 7,464. So it's a little bit off. I think their numbers are probably more precise because this, I'm just copying from the chart, and they might have a little bit more precision. And then, like I was saying, they have about 61 different sheets. Zoom out a little bit. Not all of them has as much data. So like these, the Russell 1000 value index, it goes back to 1979. And then you can see that $1 goes to be 104. I think the earliest one in here is 1926, but you can see it's all different times. Scroll down to the bottom where they have some other information. I didn't do the core wealth ones. Core wealth, yeah, I skipped those. So I think the last one I did was the 1 month US Treasury bill. And then there's some other information you can check out if you're interested. Yeah, just a great little book to check out as well. And then again, the spreadsheet uses those returns. So we have them here. So you can see like S&P 500 in 1926, and it goes down to 2019. All the way over to the 1 month US Treasury bill, inflation adjusted. I guess there's a couple of inflation adjusted. You got the consumer price index here as well. So So you could look at that. I did the returns for all of them. Looks a little cleaner over here because there's not as much data, and then here we get a big jumbled mess. They're kind of not really useful, but it was interesting. This chart and the other one is interactive. You can shrink down the time periods so you can get a little bit closer look, or you can drag the time periods over. Notes, here's the location of the 2019-2020 Matrix books. I'm not sure who these people are, but I just downloaded it. Here was how I got the information. I copied it from the PDF, and then I used a regular expression to get the first 4 digits here, and then I got before the last 4 digits to get this. So you don't really need to worry about it, but I left it in here just in case you're interested or some other book comes out later on. A couple hidden areas are just for creating these charts. For the drop downs, as it says, the date, so you shouldn't need to mess with that. Yearly returns for this chart, and the drop down for this index, just so it's alphabetized, and just the unique values were in there. So no matter what you have in up here, or whichever order in the drop down, it should be alphabetized and easy enough for you to find. Here we have the returns. We have 70 positive years and 24 negative years for this. Let's just go back to S&P 500. And so here's the other interactive chart. You can take a closer look. You can zoom in between maybe 1926 was it to 1950. So you can get zoomed in, or you can look over different periods of time. You can maybe look at something a little more recent between 2000 2008. This little area is independent of the rest of the chart, but it does update this highlight. So if you want to look at the years between, starting date between 1929 and let's just go to 1950, where they intersect is their compound annual rate of return. So 4.9, and then that's how I'm calculating the percentage increase and the starting amount. So this could be anything you want. This $10 would have gone to $28 between 1929 to 1950. And then you can change this to whatever you want, but it has no effect anywhere else. It just updates this value. And these two values will change the highlighted rows and column. And so I'll just put this on the website. You can get it at d5e.co, and I'll put the link in below. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below or email me. And that's it. Thanks.